You know that smartphone in your pocket? Yeah, that one. It's getting smarter every single day. But have you ever stopped to wonder what all that artificial intelligence is really up to in there? It's kind of this mystery that we all carry around with us. Well, in this explainer, we are going to crack that mystery wide open.
Look, we're all familiar with the obvious stuff, right? Asking Siri or Google for the weather, using a filter that makes you look great on camera. But that's just scratching the surface. What is the deep, important work that AI is being trained to do on our phones? Where is the real innovation actually happening?
To find out, we're not just guessing. We're going straight to the evidence. A huge review from the Journal of Informatics and Web Engineering. These researchers dug through 50 different scientific papers from the last decade, hunting for the real trends in mobile AI. So, what did they find?
Okay, so where are researchers really putting their brain power? If you're thinking it's all about social media or online shopping, well, get ready for a pretty big surprise. The two biggest takeaways from the entire study are coming up right now.
Get this. The #1 field for mobile AI research is healthcare, and it's not even close. A whopping 43% of studies. And right behind that, agriculture at 27%. This shows the focus isn't just on convenience, it's on applications that could literally change lives. We're talking about apps that can help spot diseases like tuberculosis from an X-ray or diagnose a skin condition just from a photo you take on your phone.
So how are they pulling all this off? Well, over half of these studies rely on one specific tool, the Convolutional Neural Network, or CNN. The easiest way to think of a CNN is like a super-powered image detective. It's just incredibly good at spotting patterns in pictures, which is exactly what you need when you're trying to find diseases in medical scans or identify sick plants from a photo of a leaf.
Okay, so we know where AI is being used and the main tool for the job. But what are these apps actually being built to do? Let's pop the hood and break down the core tasks that make up this mobile AI toolkit.
The most common task by far is something called classification. And just like the slide says, it's like a digital filing clerk. You train the AI to look at a piece of data, say an image or a sound, and then sort it into a box you've already defined. Is this a healthy heartbeat or an abnormal one? Is this a diseased leaf or a healthy leaf? Getting that simple sort right is absolutely critical.
And this isn't some minor feature. This sorting ability accounts for almost a third of all the research. It's the true workhorse of mobile AI. Next up is prediction. This is where the app basically becomes a crystal ball, using all the data it's seen before to forecast what might happen next. And this is super powerful. It's about moving from diagnosing a problem to predicting one, from forecasting a farmer's crop yield to maybe even predicting a person's risk of developing a health condition. And at 29%, prediction is almost as popular as classification. When you put those two together, sorting the present and forecasting the future, you've got the real foundation of what advanced mobile AI is all about.
The final core tool is detection. This is all about training an app to find that one specific thing, that needle in a digital haystack. You know, think about trying to spot a specific type of pest on a crop, or identifying the very subtle early signs of a stroke from how a person is moving. It's about finding that single crucial piece of information in a sea of data.
Detection rounds out the top 3 at 20%. So let's just recap. The AI in your pocket isn't just a voice assistant. It's a powerful toolkit for classifying, predicting, and detecting critical information that could really change things.
Now, all this research is amazing, but it leads to a really practical question. Where is all this cutting-edge development actually happening? Which playground are the researchers choosing to build in? The answer is pretty clear-cut.
Whoa. Okay. The data shows a massive trend. A staggering 77% of all this AI research is happening on Android. iOS is a distant second at just 14%. When it comes to being a laboratory for mobile AI, Android is the preferred playground, hands down. And the reason for that comes down to one key difference.
And the reason is all about the core philosophy of the platforms. Android is open source, which gives researchers this amazing freedom and flexibility to experiment, to tweak things, and to plug their AI models right in. iOS, on the other hand, is a much more closed, controlled ecosystem. It's like a walled garden, and that can create a lot of hurdles for this kind of deep-level research.
So we've looked at where mobile AI research is focused, what it's built to do, and the platform where it's all happening. But what does the paper say about the future? Where is this all heading?
The researchers make a really powerful final point. For these incredible AI tools to actually make a difference in the real world, they can't just live on one platform. The authors argue that the future has to be in cross-platform development. It's about making these life-changing apps accessible to everyone, no matter what kind of phone is in their pocket. So the next time you pick up your phone, remember what's really going on inside. It's not just a communication device. It's a powerful research tool that's being trained in some of the most important fields for humanity. Which, leaves us with one last big question. If today your phone is becoming an expert in health and farming, what problem will you ask it to solve tomorrow?